We are taking a look at your health watch. We're in what's called trauma season because emergency rooms see a spike in injuries right now that comes as more people are spending time outside because, of course, that warmer weather. Amy Quinones from Denver Health is here with us. Thank you so much for being here, Amy.
Sure.
We appreciate you and your expertise. So tell us, what is trauma season and why is summer called trauma season?
It just means that as people are getting more active, going outside, doing more activities, they're more apt to get hurt. And so we see an increase in injuries and also just heat-related injuries as well. So sunburns and dehydration and heat stroke, things like that. We just see a lot more of that as the weather gets warmer.
Which makes sense. Definitely adds up. What are the dangers of heat and how can we stay safe when we're outside?
So the biggest thing to think about, well, everything's sort of the same, but one of the big things to think about, especially here in Denver, is the sun. And so we can get a sunburn so quickly in the sun in Denver. And so wearing sunscreen every time you go outside, and actually every day, even if you don't think you're going to be outside, wearing sunscreen all the time is important, at least 30 SPF.
Okay.
And then covering up from the sun, avoiding the sun between 10 and 6 if you can, wearing long sleeves, wearing big hats, keeping the sun off of you. That'll help you stay cool and also avoid sunburn.
Yeah. Can you talk really quickly too? I feel like there's so many different types of SPF. Is there one that's preferred over the other, or can you break that down for us too?
So the standard recommendation is at least 30. There are some higher ones, 50, 70, 100. Sometimes you'll see those, but really between 30 and 50 is what you mostly need. But you need to reapply if you're going to be sweating a lot or swimming. You need to reapply at least every 2 hours.
Got it. Great advice. So how do families prevent drowning? And we're talking about water-related injuries too as people are outside.
So water-related injuries, if you have a pool at home, if you're near any water, making sure that kids are not unsupervised, making sure that there's always an adult with them, wearing, flotation devices, using the life jackets if you're going to be out canoeing, or stand-up paddleboarding is really popular, making sure that you're wearing those protective devices as well.
Let's talk about older kiddos too. How do we keep those older kiddos safe as they're heading outside?
Yeah,
parents want to send them outside.
Absolutely.
Let them do their thing, right?
So this is the season for biking and scooters and rollerblading and roller skating, making sure they're always wearing helmets.
Okay.
So you always need to wear a helmet if you're going to be outside doing any of those activities, especially those electric scooters. A lot of folks don't realize that they need to wear a helmet when they're on a scooter. You do. Yeah. A head injury can be life-changing, and it's really important to put that helmet on.
And that was going to be my next question, is how do we prevent those head injuries? But it's just kind of helmets.
The helmet, making sure that your helmet, rechecking it every year, making sure there's no cracks, making sure that the straps are working, they're not worn through, and replacing it if you need to.
Wonderful. Amy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Great information, too.